Hey guys, welcome back. It's Friday, one of our favorite days of the week. I know it's one of your favorite days, but as always, want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Daily Crypto News with myself, Vibin. I got my brother with me as always, Mr. Scott Tripp, aka the Crypto Beast. As you guys know, we like to take a couple minutes out of our day, kind of go through some of the headlines in the news and see if we could pass on some knowledge to you that way it can help you make some better decisions about what's going on inside of your portfolio. As you guys know, one of the admins over here at BigONE as well as the Asia Blockcast. And before we jump into the news today, I'm going to let Scott jump on and tell you a little bit about himself, and then we'll get going.
Yeah, for sure. Scott with BigONE, of course, do the social media for it, the Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Medium, all the fun stuff. So excited to be here again for the daily news. And it's our Friday. So once Friday is over, we're off on a weekend. So I hope everyone enjoys their weekend after this, but I hope you guys enjoy our news today.
Yeah, man. Been a lot of crazy stuff going on in the crypto market here recently. The one good thing I'll say, even though the charts don't reflect it, is a lot of protocols and different projects building really nicely right now. As we go through the news and I start, picking out headlines for the day, I'm starting to see more and more partnerships. So anytime that there's some kind of a mini bear market, anytime there's like a mini bear or bear market, you're going to see these great companies continue to develop. We always talk about the good projects are going to continue to develop no matter what the charts are doing, right? So it's still good to see a lot of partnerships coming along. I actually seen a headline yesterday. I don't know if you've seen it. This isn't one of my topics, but I seen that Melania Trump came out with her own line of NFTs too. So this is really like, this is either the top or this thing is really about to hit the bottom, right? Like anytime you start seeing crazy news articles like that, it's usually signs at the top where that you're really about to slip and fall and hit the bottom. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump into the daily news today. My first article is coming from Cointelegraph. I've been finding a lot of good news articles there lately. So that's where I got the first one from. And it reads, YFI price gains 46% in just 4 days after Yearn financed a $7.5 million buyback. I know a lot of people invest in the BSC, and we see buybacks all the time, like, small buybacks of 5,000, 8,000. But Yearn Finance bought back and did a buyback of $7.5 million. It's decentralized shares. Treasury has more than $45 million, and we pursue similar Yearn Finance buybacks in the future. So right now it sounds like they have around $45 million to do buybacks with, $45 million to do all the buybacks with. And right now they just did 7.5 million and it rose the price up 46%. So it sounds like they got some things in their back pocket, kind of waiting for the next bullish move. And if they do a buyback, then I can see Yearn Finance really taking off. They have some pretty good. It's a pretty good protocol. They do NFTs as well. They recently said Yearn has purchased 7.5 million worth of YFI from the open market. We got 282 YFI tokens at an average price of 26,651. More Yearn Finance has been bought back in the past month than the prior month. Now that the trader has more than 45 million saved up, we will do much more aggressive buybacks. What will you do, Anon? So that's really big, man. I think this is a big move. I think Yearn has over $5 billion in TVL, so they have a total value locked around $5 billion. Has a lot of protocols building on them right now. So I'm gonna stay bullish on Yearn Finance. I like what they're doing right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed that article.
Yeah, for sure. In my first article, I found this interesting because I relate this back to us kind of and what we stand for. So crypto exchanges getting hacked and there's little anyone can do. It's not lucky investors getting rich from crypto. Hackers have made off with billions of dollars in virtual assets in the past year by compromising some of the cryptocurrency exchanges that have emerged during the Bitcoin boom. There have been more than 20 hacks this year where a digital robber stole at least 10 million in digital currencies from a crypto exchange or project. In at least 6 cases, hackers stole more than 100 million, according to data compiled by NBC News. By comparison, bank robberies netted perpetrators an average of less than 5,000 per heist last year. But here's the thing, like, as you can see behind me, I know you can't see all the words more than just asset security or more than asset security, because BigONE, the one thing that they do say is they're one of the most secure exchanges out there. So it's just something to be aware of when you're looking at some of these cryptocurrency exchanges. I hate to say it, but it's just like they said, it was during these little booms that some of these cryptocurrency exchanges popped up and they got coded, and there's errors in there or things wrong with them that people are able to exploit it and take out a lot, and they wait until it's high before they actually pull out of it too, right? They do the smart thing, wait till there's a bunch of people invested in it, take from the top and get out of there, right? So I just think keep your eyes on us for sure. I think you're going to see, I don't think you're ever going to see BigONE hacked. I mean, I'm not a professional when it comes to knowing the hackers and stuff like that, but I know what BigONE stands for and what they believe in. So I just wanted to kind of throw this article out there first and just keep an eye on our exchange for sure.
Yeah, man. Definitely a good article. Definitely got to be cognizant. A lot of exchanges this year have been having problems and hacks. And I think it was important to go ahead and kind of get these things out there this year before, massive, money really starts pouring into the crypto. We need these hacks to happen, before the market grows and it like deters people away from crypto. So I think that hacks happening is a good thing, especially when it's early. It gives teams and projects or exchanges the chance to go in there and correct these security problems that they're having, and it paves the way for the future for the other exchanges that may be coming out. So I like that article. All right, so jump into my next article today. It's Friday, so I got a lot of energy, guys, naturally, but it's coming from Cointelegraph again. It reads, and we talked about this a little bit before, but just going to kind of come back and give a little bit more of an update on it. The Reddit co-founder and Polygon launched $200 million Web 3.0 social media initiative. We're still in the early days of Web 3.0, and the most obvious opportunities right now are in gaming and social. Sounds like what they're going to do is come together. Polygon and Alexis, I'm not going to try to say his last name, venture capital firm 776 announced $200 million initiative backing projects operating as an intersection between social media and Web 3.0. The initiative will focus on gaming applications and social media platforms built on the Polygon infrastructure. Again, the crazy thing about what's going on with Polygon right now is we see Polygon and Matic making a ton of partnerships. They're making a ton of bridges. They're getting involved in every sector that they can. To see them partner up with Alexi and 776, that's going to be super big to have some venture capitalists already kind of backing your ideal and what you guys want to do, and they're going to put a lot of the time and the scaling towards Web 3.0 social media as well as gaming. I think that was a super smart move for Polygon as well as Alexia. I'm looking forward to kind of seeing how Web 3.0 kind of comes into 2022. I really think that people don't really probably understand why would we want a social media Web 3.0 when we already have Instagram or Facebook. But guys, when this stuff really comes, when Web 3 really takes over, it's gonna, like right now, I've seen some of the social media applications, they look a little bit cheesy, right? Like I won't lie. They look, because they're trying to compete with gajillionaires and Bill Gates, and Mark Zuckerberg and with Instagram. So it's kind of hard to see where the future is going to go unless you actually start helping build it. So I encourage everybody to kind of go out, do some research on Web 3.0 and some of the social media and gaming tools that they have, and let's build this thing, because when it starts to really take off, guys, it's gonna go. I think Web 3.0 will get a lot of shine in 2022. I think it'll eventually flip Web 2.0 or Web 2.0.
And the thing that I just did an interview yesterday, and the gentleman that I was talking to is a tech reporter for Cointelegraph. He was telling me with Web 3.0, people are looking at DAOs. And wanting to make sure that everyone that joins Web 3.0 comes from a DAO. Mm-hmm. So which kind of renounces ownership of anybody and is more of a community-owned project. So when you're looking at Meta and stuff, there's no chance for Meta to really get on that Web 3.0 because they are not a DAO. They have no DAO anywhere near what they're doing. So for them to even try and get on is going to be impossible in the end. So I find that kind of interesting, unless Zuckerberg decides in the end to form a DAO where we have more say in it, but I highly, highly doubt that.
Yeah, we talk about that sometimes, right? And like I remember when we first started talking about, trying to come up with this ultimate metaverse where everybody could get in and game and everybody come together. And that's why I was like, it'll be far. It sounds cool, but it'll be far fetched because you have so many different communities willing to stand up for their project, right? And they have these DAOs, and I just started learning about DAOs, not long ago, and they're really cool. It's like having Republicans and Democrats in a sense, and like everybody can vote for what they want to vote for. And it's one machine that they're running, which would be the government and the Republican Democrats. But for this, it's the cryptocurrency or the token or the game. So definitely exciting times. I love what DAOs have to offer as well. I would encourage the viewers to also take a look into some DAOs, man, some projects with some DAOs, and get in there and be a part of a community. Help build this thing.
And the second article for me, I guess, is Justin Sun is retiring from Tron, but not crypto. The Tron founder is becoming an ambassador for the Grenada government to the World Trade Organization. This is a smart move on his part. I think I always knew he was going to kind of step down from Tron because it's decentralized, right? So in the end, he has planned, but it says here, for now, that means becoming an ambassador of the Grenada government to the World Trade Organization. Sun detailed his personal career plans in an open letter reviewed by CoinDesk. They include giving away at least some of his power on the Tron blockchain and promoting blockchain and crypto countries like Grenada. My career in the future will focus on the legitimization of blockchain technology on a nation state level, Sun said in an interview Tuesday. After watching the U.S. House Financial Service Committee grill 6 executives about crypto last week, Sun said that the industry cannot make an all-in bet on the U.S., given the country's slow progress and conservative view on crypto legislation. Now, the interesting part about this, and it made me think about it, is it is in somewhere here in the article, and I'll just kind of briefly talk about it. But so there are nearly 8 billion people in the world, and the US only has 300 million people. The US market should not decide on crypto with more than 7 billion left in the rest of the world. That's something I have never thought about before. And that kind of impacted me in a different way today when I heard that. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Justin is, I don't really know what to think about, kind of retiring from Tron and what he was building. Cause I mean, if you follow that project, I'm a Tron holder. He's made a lot of promises to the community with Tron, coming from the BTT, which was his first project, and starting Tron. I think what he's trying to do internationally with regulation policies and wanting to be involved on the governmental or the government side of it all. I think that's good for him personally. I would hope that before he leaves out, he would appoint someone in that position that, could kind of not replicate what he's doing, but or I guess replicate and push it further, right? Like I think that was a reason why like a DAO is important, like you just said in the article before, is because when you have one person in control and then that person doesn't want to be in control anymore, they step down. And I think Tron will take a big hit for this. I can't see this being any kind of bullish news to kind of make that price go anywhere. I know it dropped last night considerably, over 8%, right after people started reading about that. So I think it's great for him personally. I do want to see Tron continue to build. I think that they have a lot of holders, and I want to see that community get pushed, and I want to see that project get pushed as well. So, I hope Justin does go out and make some really good, leaps and bounds into the government side. And I hope Tron still finds a way to support itself and possibly bring someone in that could continue the work that he was doing. All right, so to jump into my third article for today, guys, we talked about I think about a month ago. Wikipedia was talking about getting involved in the NFT world, and they went ahead and got their first NFT sold. And this is coming from the Cointelegraph as well. Headline reads: first Wikipedia edit NFT sales at Christie's for $750,000. So Wikipedia themed sale at Christie also featured an iMac used a Wells to create Wikipedia, which sold for $187,500. After celebrating its 20th anniversary in January, the free internet encyclopedia Wikipedia continues making history by selling its first NFT via auction giant Christie's. Christie's completed an auction of 2 Wikipedia-related objects directly from Wikipedia's co-founder Jimmy Wales. The birth of Wikipedia, the online sale included 2 lots, and NFT Wikipedia's first edit sold for $750,000, and a strawberry iMac used by Wells to create Wikipedia, which sold for $187,000. So pretty cool that, you know, like the owner of Wikipedia is coming out and selling some of his old possessions and turn them into NFTs, and to sell the old computer, the old iMac, the strawberry iMac for $187,000 is pretty cool. And I think whoever picks that up will have a piece of history, though, is to say that, hey, I have the computer that they created Wikipedia on. I think that's pretty cool to have sitting around in the office somewhere for a tech giant, right? So I think this is really cool news. I think we'll see more companies kind of start taking some of their possessions and turning them into non-fungible tokens, and then, you know, being able to sell them or auction them off. So I think this is really cool. Great job by Mr. Wells as well as Wikipedia.
Yeah, for sure. And my next bullish news, yours was bullish, that I really believe this is super bullish. So e-commerce giant Shopify enables merchants to mint and sell NFTs on its platform. Shopify, a popular e-commerce and payment service company, continues to make inroads in the cryptocurrency space. It says, in order to provide these new services, the firm has teamed up with GigaLabs NFT, a company that specializes in offering tools to create, mint, and trade NFTs based on the Flow blockchain. Whatso more, as can be observed on the Shopify page, NFTs may also be minted in other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Polygon, Near, and Flow by teaming up with its partner apps. I think that's amazing because there's a lot of people, artists, and different things that use Shopify. So, I mean, yeah, you can't get more bullish than that.
Yeah, man. Shopify has really, really, really been stepping up this year and taking on cryptocurrency and pretty much grabbing the bull by the horns, right? Like, you know, they enable a lot of payments. I remember when Baby Doge first got listed, you know, and were able to be used in a lot of different merchant stores because they were going through Shopify and using their scanner to do it. So I think that was super big, and just to hear them, you know, talking about NFTs now and getting involved there, it really shows that they're going with the time. I look at Shopify as somebody who really came in and they're helping, you know, kind of build out this crypto and make it easier to use and give it utility by being able to shop with it. I think over the next couple of years, they'll probably be one of the biggest online vendors accepting cryptocurrency, and it's all because of what they're doing today to take the step forward to do it. So good news for Shopify. I think that is bullish. But before we get out of here, guys, we're going to jump over to TradingView. Look at what's going on. The market is a little bit up and down today. I can tell just by looking at Twitter. But we'll go ahead and look at the total market cap. The total market cap today is at 2.16 trillion. Yesterday we had got up to 2.275. So we're down about 1.3% over the last 24 hours. The Ethereum dominance is at 21.18. So still kind of stable in that 21 to 23% range that we were looking at. And the Bitcoin dominance is down 0.39% to 40.85. I think, right. The magic bounce number for me is going to be, 39. percent dominance on Bitcoin, or right at 40, like not 40.9 or 40.8. I'm talking 40.1 or 40.03. I think we're going to start really seeing some of the sideline money start coming back out and get back into the market. But guys, this is going to wrap it up for today. We will not be here for the remainder of the weekend. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. We'll be back Monday with more bullish news for you guys, or whatever the market gives us as far as news goes. Guys, make sure you also click the like button, comment, subscribe. Let us know how we're doing. We always appreciate the feedback, and make sure you follow us on our other social media platforms as well. But before we get out of here, Scott, you want to say anything before we jump out for the weekend?
No, I just hope everyone enjoys their weekend. If you're ever worried or stressed, talk to people, you guys. Like, I understand the market isn't the best right now. There's a lot of negativity, but try and keep it as positive as possible. This is what happens. It's natural. You just gotta go with the flow, man.
It's the holiday time, guys. Don't beat yourself up looking at charts. Go out, spend some time with loved ones, have some fun. Maybe even go have a drink, make yourself feel warm inside. Some hot cocoa, whatever it takes. Just make sure you keep a positive mindset. And if you're going to do anything, jumping into some other smaller market caps or something, just make sure you're doing your due diligence, guys. Always protect yourself as best as you can. But other than that, man, hope you guys have a great weekend. And until Monday, peace.
Peace. See you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend.